one error, and one man left on base. Fincher stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 6-4. State leads at Virginia Tech. This is Wolfpack Baseball on the NC State Wolfpack Sports Network. Yeah, ID. I'll write it down, put it right in front of me. Well, as Johnny Cash would say, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Man, I'll lie, this one's dragging on here. I don't know how much longer Rodon's going to be able to pitch. Somebody's loosening up in the Pack bullpen. Looks like a left-hander. Yeah, he just had 93 pitches at the end of the last inning.
Yeah, he was 20 or so.
It's a left-hander, but I can't tell who it is. And the other guy sat down for Virginia Tech. I guess he's not coming in.
Stoney. Brad Stone.
Huh?
Brad Stone.
Stone. Brad Stone loosening up in the NC State bullpen as Carlos Rodon takes the mound to pitch the bottom of the fifth for NC State. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is State Baseball on Learfield Sports. Through 4, Rodon's thrown 93 pitches, so we'll see how long he is able to go. Brad Stone loosening up in the Pack bullpen. Here's Phil Soretta to lead it off. Swings to the first pitch from Rodon, hits it in the air down the right. First one, they'll make a decision on that as we go along. Here's the pitch. It's over for a strike. 0-2 the count on Soretta. Singled and scored in the second and flew out to the right fielder Suggs in the third. Rodon winds and deals the 0-2 to Soretta, and he wastes a pitch down low, trying to get him to go for something just off the plate and below the knees, but Soretta held back. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count on the Hokies left field. He leads off the fifth. State leads at 6-4 on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch, and it's outside a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Rodon will not be able to get the Pack probably into the late innings in this game, as he's already thrown more than 95 pitches. Here's the 2-2 pitch, line drive, right field, base hit. Perfectly placed in the hole between Ratledge and Palmero, and Soretta is aboard. That ball was hit with authority. Here's Sean Kaselican. He'll be the game 2 pitcher. As he has been in the other games this season for whatever reason. Here's the 0-1, fastball outside, ball 2. And one thing that's hurt him is he's fallen behind batters. And then he's gone full to several batters in the Hokie lineup so far today. And when you're pitching from behind, that's when you're vulnerable. And whether it's Rodon or anybody else, here's the pitch, curveball over for a strike. That was a beautiful pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. Soretta with a leadoff single to right. He's on first base. And Kaselica is ready for the 2-1. Fastball just misses low and a little bit outside. In fact, I think that had the plate. It was more low than anything else. 3 balls and 1 strike. Brad Stone continuing to loosen in the Wolfpack bullpen. as the pitch count is up near 100 for Rodon. Here's the 3-1, hit in the air toward right center field. Suggs over to his right, plenty of air under that ball. Suggs under, makes the catch, 1 out. Soretta back to first with 1 out. Here's Logan Bible, the right fielder. Bible was hit in the leg by a Rodon pitch back in the second and struck out in the third. Virginia Tech coming in at 20-29-1 under rookie head coach Patrick Mason. And the Hokies have dropped 12 of their last 14 games. Included in that was a 10-game losing streak. Here's the pitch. Beat foul behind the plate. No balls and 1 strike. The Hokies tied a game at Richmond back on March the 11th. I don't think they have lights at the Richmond, University of Richmond ballpark. It was 10-10 in the 10th, and the game ended in a tie. That doesn't happen much in college baseball, so that's where they got the 20-29-1 mark. And speaking of ties, this just comes to my mind in football. I think it was 1992 State came up here and tied Virginia Tech. That is here's the pitch, and it's, did that hit Bible? Count was 0-2.
Yeah.
Bounded away, so it got him on the leg. So Bible hit for the second time today on the leg by Rodon, and that was an 0-2 pitch. So that is unlike Carlos Rodon. That's the second that battery's hit, and both times it's been Logan Bible. So Soretta moves up to second. I thought that pitch was just inside, but when it bounced off to the left and away from the left-hand batting Bible, and the home plate umpire Savage said go to first base. Here's the first pitch swung on by Serum. It's to Turner. It's short. He goes to Ratlitz for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Close play at first base as Palmero was pulled off the bag by the relay throw by Ratledge and couldn't keep contact with the bag. And so Serum is able to reach on a force play. Bible is erased 6-4, and Soretta moves over to third. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs for the Hokies. State leads at 6-4 in the bottom of the 5th. And Ryan Tufts comes to the plate. He's the number 9 hitter in the order, but he's been tough on the pack today. The base hit to right, an RBI single in the second, and a base hit to left center in the 4th, and he scored a run. So Rodon is really going to have to bear down now. Carlos is over 100 pitches for the game. Right now at 107. Stone loosening up. Now a right-hander starting to loosen as well. Here's the pitch on the way. It is a fastball low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Soretta at third. Serum at first. And the count on Tufts, 1 ball and no strikes. Rodon trying to protect the 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch swung on, and a looper hit to Turner, and he grabs it at knee level for the final out of the inning. So Tufts with a soft liner to Trey Turner. The Virginia Tech Hokies threatened to fail to score. No runs on 1 hit. There was a hit batsman. No errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the 6th. State 6, Virginia Tech 4 in Game 1 of a doubleheader. This is State Baseball from Learfield Sports.
What are the announcements?
Yeah, saw a soft liner that looked like it was going to drop, and he caught it about right here.
Okay. Is this still Woodcock on the mound, or did it go with somebody else here? Now it's still 23.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
All right, we got the top of the order coming up against this guy. Maybe we can do some more damage.
There you go.
We're going to play for the hit a pretty turn.
Trey Turner leads it off for the Pack as State comes to bat in the top half of inning number 6, leading 6-4. The Pack out hitting the Hokies 10-8. Turner takes the first pitch from lefty John Woodcock. It's a let-up up high, 1 ball and no strikes. Woodcock came in with nobody out in the 5th, then retired the first 3 batters he faced to get out of the inning. Now he's pitching the 6th. And a count on Turner, 2 balls and no strikes. Turner with a base hit, a double in the 4th. Here's the pitch to him. Takes a breaking ball inside corner for a strike. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So with that base hit, back in the 4th inning, Turner's now reached base in 23 consecutive games. There's the pitch. Turner swings, pops it up, foul ground toward the third base dugout. Zagunas coming to the dugout fence, and he tried to make the catch, went over the top of the fence and took a header face first. Wow. He wasn't able to make the catch. He just forgot about that fence being there and kept his eye on the ball, and he hit that fence, and he kind of cartwheeled right over the bullpen fence and went right down head first. I don't know whether he got his forearm down there to block his fall or not. Looks like he's going to be okay. And he gets a hand from the couple of 100 people that are here today. He should. That was a heck of an effort by Zagunas. He was going full out to try and get that pop foul from off the bat of Trey Turner. Turner hands the mask to him. Sure says, good try. I'm glad you didn't get it. Man, he gave maximum effort on that play, did Mark Zagunas. Now you know why he's one of the 15 finalists for the Johnny Bench Award, along with State's Brett Austin. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Turner. Inside breaking ball, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Turner can get on, get something going here. The last thing Woodcock wants to do is walk this guy. Payoff pitch coming, and he bounces a fastball up there. That was about a 59-foot fastball, and it's 60 feet 6 inches from the mound to home plate. So Turner walks. And we need to remind you that Turner needs 17 stolen bases to tie the ACC career record. He got one the other night at Radford. Here comes the pitching coach for the Virginia Tech Hokies, Robert Woodard, out to the mound. A right-hander has been loosening intermittently in the bullpen for Virginia Tech. Woodard's in his first season as a pitching coach for the Hokies, and he was an outstanding pitcher for North Carolina. He was an assistant coach in Carolina from 2010 through 2012. And then from 2012 to 2013, he was an assistant coach at UNC Wilmington. And then this season, he's taken over as pitching coach for Virginia Tech. And as a player, he appeared in the College World Series in 2006 and 2007. And he was tough on the mound when he pitched for the Tar Heels. He's had his conversation with John Woodcock. And Logan Ratledge stands in. Turner at first draws the throw from Woodcock and gets in safely standing up at first base. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll probably have about a half hour in between games and then be back with you. Here's the pitch on the way. It's over for a strike. Logan Ratledge today has bounced out, walked and singled. Singled back in the 4th inning, knocked in a run. Here's the pitch to him. It's in the dirt. Turner with the delayed steal. He's going. Here's the throw. He's out. Zagunas has got a gun for an arm, and he threw a picture-perfect strike with the second baseman Perez covering on that delayed steal by Turner. When the ball popped in front of Zagunas, Turner thought he would take off, and it turned out not to be a very good decision. Turner caught stealing. 2-6 as Zagunas guns him out. So 1 out, nobody on. Count on Ratledge 1-1. Here's the pitch. It's over for a strike, 1-2. Right-hand bat, Ratledge against the lefty Woodcock. 1-2 pitch. Fastball, inside corner, got him looking. Strike 3 call. That's the 3rd strikeout by Woodcock, who does a good job moving the ball in and out and changing speeds. So Woodcock has faced 5 batters now. He's retired 4 of them, and he got the other one on a caught stealing. Trey Turner gunned down by Mark Zagunis. So there are 2 outs, nobody on for Andrew Kisner. Kisner wants to talk with the third base coach, Chris Hart, with 2 outs, nobody on. I believe that's Brad Stone still warming up in the NC State bullpen. A right-hander. No, check it. I think Stone may have taken a seat because the right-hander is loosening for the pack. Stone's a left-hander. So right-hander loosening. Here's Kisner standing in after he's had the conversation with Chris Hart. Outfield playing him straight away. State leading 6-4. There's the pitch. Kisner swings, hits a fly ball foul right side. And out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Hokies took a 2-0 lead in the second. Pack came back to tie with 2 in the third. Then took a 4-2 lead with 2 more in the fourth. Hokies came back to tie with 2 in the fourth. And State went a 2 spot in the fifth. Here's a pitch, popped up, foul ground right side. First baseman Kiselica makes a catch right near the fence, near the first base dugout. And that will retire the side. So Kisner fouls out to the first baseman Kiselica to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Pack as Eric Peterson is loosening in the Wolfpack bullpen. We have completed 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the score, State 6, Virginia Tech 4. This is Wolfpack Baseball from Learfield Sports. Thank you.
Back up and running here.
Eric Peterson. Eric Peterson's our guest, Marty. Oh.
It's okay, they like it.
The Reds.
It's funny. Every time you say something funny, people on here cracking up.
What?
Every time you say something funny, people on here cracking up. And they love it. Stuff.
Okay, we got a right-hander, so this is Peterson.
Yeah.
Okay, Peterson for Rodon.
I get you the line.
Okay. New pitcher for the Pack. Carlos Rodon's day is over. He has thrown, I believe, 107 pitches in this game, and now Eric Peterson comes on, a right-hander, who's been very, very good for the Pack. Rodon goes 5 innings. He gives up 8 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned. He walks 2. He strikes out 6. He hits 2 batters, and he throws 109 pitches. And now he gives way to Eric Peterson. Peterson appearing for his for the 19th time. He's 4-3 with a nice 2.92 earned run average and 2 saves. 49 in the 3rd innings. He's only walked 14 batters in almost 50 innings of work, struck out 57, and given up just 16 earned runs. The opposition batting .211 off of Eric Peterson. And he will be facing the top of the order, Jenko, Perez, and Zagunis for the Hokies. Eric Peterson was the losing pitcher in Game 3 of the Wake Forest series, which dropped his record to 4-3. He entered that game in the 7th and pitched well until the 10th. His line was 3 1/3 innings in that game. 3 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, walked 5 and fanned 2. But he's been very active and effective in the state bullpen this year, and he's been used in a lot of pressure situations. And for the most part, He's responded, and the pressure's on today to protect this 6-4 lead in a game that the Pac's got to win. Jenko takes the first pitch low and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the second delivery from Eric Peterson, down low, ball 2. Peterson 8-91. His breaking ball is somewhere between a curve and a slider. We'll call it a slurve. Here's the 2-0 pitch over for a strike. That looked like a let-up. 2-1 to count. Rocks and winds, the left-hand batter who swings, pops it up. Fair territory down the left field line. Turner giving chase, and he calls off Armstrong. They collide momentarily, but they just got a brush, and Turner hangs on and makes a catch for the first out of the Virginia Tech 6th inning. So Jenko pops out to shallow left field to the shortstop, Trey Turner, and here's Alex Perez. Eric Peterson, we mentioned the fastball, it can get to about 91. The slurve, he changes speeds well. He's got good command. And as we mentioned, does not walk very many batters. And he pitches to the left-hand batting Perez, gets the first one over for a strike, 0-1. Nobody on, 1 out here in the Hokie 6th inning, stayed up 6-4. Here's the pitch. Fastball rammed down the right field line, foul. That was a low screaming liner that got over the fence down there, and that protects some of the fans in standing room position. I'm not sure why there are fans standing down there, to tell you the truth, because there are plenty of good seats behind home plate. Here's a 1-hopper on the 0-2, right back to Peterson, fires to Palmero at first and retires Perez, 2 outs. So Peterson gets Perez in a comebacker, and here's Mark Zagunis. Zagunis with an infield RBI single back in the 4th inning. That was the last time that the Hokies scored any runs. They got 2 in that inning to tie the game at 4, and then the Pack with 2 in the 5th inning to take a 6-4 lead. That's where we are right now. Let up, swung on and missed by Zagunis, 0-1. It's been a seesaw back and forth game here today in Blacksburg. Wind continues to blow out strong to straightaway center field. Right-hander against right-hander, pitch on the way, popped up behind home plate. Austin looks up, now moves down the first base line and foul ground, makes the catch, and that's the inning. So Zagunis fouls out to his counterpart, Brett Austin. 3 up, 3 down for the Hokies, nothing across. We go to the 7th. 6-4, State leads at Virginia Tech in Game 1 of the Twin Bill. This is State Baseball from Learfield Sports. Okay, good inning by Eric Peterson.
Turner on that play, not a caught stealing.
Okay.
Bruce submitted that and missed it.
All right.
Dad, got it.
We have a scoring correction for you. We said that Trey Turner in the 6th inning, after he walked the lead off the inning, was caught stealing as Zagunis gunned him down 2-6. The ball actually popped in front of Zagunis. He blocked it. It ricocheted out in front of him, but only a couple of feet, and Turner thought he could make second. So actually, you should score this not as a caught stealing, but Turner was gunned out trying to advance on the ball in the dirt. So we want to make that as clear as possible. And I think we did. Leading off for the Pack in the top of the 7th will be Brett Austin. Austin with a 2-for-2 day, walked, singled and scored, and then hit a towering solo home run to lead off the 5th inning over the right field fence that Bible couldn't catch up to, the right fielder. 0-1 the count as Austin takes strike one. Woodcock delivers. Here's the pitch, fouled straight back. I'll tell you what, Brett Austin's really got it dialed in. He's just smoking at the plate now in his last 7-8 games, batting well over 400. With 4 home runs, I believe 11 runs batted in. I mean, that's the kind of performance that could carry a team. Here's the 0-2, swung on, just got the end of the bat on that one, fouled it straight back. No balls and 2 strikes. This is turning out to be a beautiful day today here in Blacksburg after the really ugly day we had yesterday. Of course, the first game of the series rained out. Here's the pitch. They let up, foul straight back onto the screen. 0-2, the count remains to Brett Austin. We got to the ballpark. We could have started last night's game, maybe played 3 innings, but both teams would have wasted pitchers because right when the game was called, about 15 minutes later, the skies just opened up and it kept raining and raining and raining and raining, and wasn't any way you could play. Here's Austin swinging, high fly ball, deep left field. And over is Soretta. Tries to make a diving catch, but he hits the bullpen fence. And the ball ends up one hopping into the bullpen. That was hit to fairly deep left field, but not out of the ballpark. And Soretta thought he could make a foul ball catch, but he ran out of room when he got to the bullpen fence. Austin just got up under that a little bit. If he'd have hit that with a little more authority, that might have left the ballpark to left field. Austin batting right-handed. He's a switch hitter against the left-handed John Woodcock, who's ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes. Woodcock with a long look into Zagunis' catcher. Rocks and deals the 0-2, and Austin swings and loops one out into right field for a base hit. How about that for protecting the plate? That was a closed pitch, and he just stuck the bat out there and hit a looping liner into right field for his 3rd hit of the day. I'll tell you what, Brett Austin's liable to be our pregame show guest tomorrow. He said I jinxed Logan Radledge. Talking to him on Tuesday, Radledge went 0 for 4 at Radford. He said, can you guarantee me that you're not going to jinx me? I said, yeah, something good's going to happen. I'd say 3 for 3 is pretty good. Maybe he'll do it again tomorrow. No, we'll talk to somebody else. So Austin leads off the 7th for the Pack with a base hit. Other scores from the ACC today, bottom of the 4th and the first of a twin bill. Carolina leads Miami 4-3. That's not good for State. We've got a pitching change coming now for the Virginia Tech Hokies. And we'll continue with our scoreboard, tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. State leads 6-4 in the 7th. This is State Baseball from Learfield Sports. Okay, who's this? Woodcock goes, let's see, he goes 1 inning. He goes 2 innings. So he goes 2 innings. He gives up 1 hit.
17. 17 is the new pitcher.
Okay.
You got Woodcock's line for you.
Okay. 17 is Scherzer. Luke Scherzer, the freshman right-hander. Luke Scherzer is their guest buddy. The Rich. John Woodcock goes 2 innings. He gives up 1 hit, no runs. He walks 1, strikes out 3, and the base runner at first, Brett Austin's his responsibility as Luke Scherzer enters the game for the Virginia Tech Hokies. This will be his 24th appearance all in relief, so he's been active. He's the saves leader for Virginia Tech. And he's not coming in a safe situation. He's coming in to kind of put out the fire and just keep this game where it is. 5 saves in 23 previous appearances, 2-2 record with a 4.10 earned run average, 4.10, 37 plus innings, 37 hits, good control, only 13 walks. And that stretch struck out 21. The opposition hitting .259 off of Luke Scherzer. And he is the third pitcher to work today for Hokies head coach Patrick Mason and pitching coach Robert Woodard. And he'll be facing Chance Shepard. Austin at first, nobody out, and the seventh throw over to first. Austin dives back in. Austin can run well. In fact, Brett Austin is 8 of 9 in the stolen base department this season. With a pack up 2, State's got some options here. They could send him. Chance Shepard looks at a slow curve and checks his swing, takes it for a strike. Bottom of the 8th, Virginia leading Wake Forest 5-2 in the first of 2 there. And again, repeating, Carolina leading Miami 4-3. So Virginia over Wake Forest, that's good for the pack. But Carolina over Miami, that's not so good in that pack. 5:35, it'll be Pitt and Notre Dame. 6 o'clock, Duke at Florida State. Here's the pitch, way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Chance Shepard. And again, it's real simple. If State wins 3 games here in Blacksburg, the pack's in the ACC tournament. You win 2, you force a tiebreaker, and then you got to hope that a lot of different things happen. You win 1, you're in real bad shape. Here's the throw over the first, back in time. Staying there sliding is Brett Austin. Here at 6-4, the pack leading, batting in the top of the 7th. With a 2-run lead, State's out hit the Hokies 11-8. Fastball is taken by Shepard out of the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield straight away to Shepard. Wind continuing to blow strong out to center field. I'm glad the press box is not into the wind today. We'd have papers flying everywhere. Here's the pitch. And the slider outside and low by about a foot. 3 balls and 1 strike to Chance Shepard. Flashing the signs at third in the coaching box is Chris Hart. I'm sure the take sign is on here. Well, they could start him though. 3-1. Shepard should be getting something pretty good to hit here. 3-1 pitch coming. He bounces it up there. Ball 4. So Shepard walks. Austin moves down to second base.
Batting the center fielder.
And here's Jake Fincher, the center fielder. Fincher, 1 hit and 3 trips. He struck out, reached on a 2-base error that actually knocked in a run, although that wasn't an RBI, and singled in a run in the 3rd. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll have game 2 about 30 minutes or more after game 1. And here's pitching coach Robert Woodard coming out to the mound. Pat Scherzer on the throwing shoulder. And he gets kind of right in his face with the palms up. And I don't know whether he was giving him the old Lou Saban line, "You're killing me, Whitey, you're killing me," or not, but probably not. Probably something to boost his confidence. Left-hander loosening up in the Virginia Tech bullpen down the left field line. And no action at the moment in the State bullpen behind the right field fence. Austin at second, Shepard at first. Jake Fincher stands in against right-hander Luke Scherzer, a right-hander against right-hander matchup. The left-hander is loosening. Palmeiro is a left-hand batter. He's due up next. Infielders on the corners, they're charging as Fincher squares and then pulls the bat back and takes ball 1 low. So we'll see if Jake can get a bunt down here to move the runners up. And that would give the pack runners at second and third with only 1 out for Palmeiro. Here's the pitch on the way. Bounced up there past Zagunis all the way to the backstop, and the runners move up in a wild pitch. So you can take the bunt off by Fincher now and let him swing away. So Austin wild pitch to third, Shepard wild pitch to second. And the count on Fincher 2-0. He should be getting something pretty good to hit here. Pack up 6-4, looking for more. They're going to try to bust this game wide open right here. Now they're going to intentionally walk Fincher to load the bases. So with nobody out, they can bring the infield in, then get a force at any base, maybe a double play. And now Fincher is intentionally walked to load the bases. So the bases are full of Wolfpackers. Austin at third, Shepard at second, Fincher at first. And Preston Palmeiro due up, and here comes Woodard back out. You know what that means. Second trip, we got a pitching change. They're going to bring in the left-hander. And we'll step out for these messages. Pitching change here in the 7th with the pack up 6-4, and the bases loaded, nobody out. This is State Baseball from Learfield Sports.
Who's this, Marty?
This looks like number 2. That can't be. That's a goodness. It must be 22. No, it can't be. They don't have a 22.
I got you. It's something 20.
What is this mystery man? 29?
29.
Turn around.
29.
Sean Kennedy.
Mine on the shirt here. Easy. 0s and 2 walks.
Now for the Hokies, number 29, John Kennedy.
New pitcher is Sean Kennedy, a left-hander, brought in to possibly face just one batter, Preston Palmero, although we don't know because, well, I taking a look down the bullpen, there's nobody warming. So apparently Kennedy's a guy who can get left-handers and right-handers out. Palmero's due. He's 0 for 3 in this game. Pack has the bases loaded with nobody out here in the 7th, looking to blow this game wide open, leading 6-4. After Palmero, it's Armstrong and then Suggs. Sean Kennedy completing his warm-up pitches. Kennedy appearing in his 24th game, all in relief, 1-2 with 2 saves and a hefty 4.67 earned run average. 27 innings, 22 hits, walked 13 batters in 27 innings, and struck out 14. The opposition hitting 224 against Sean Kennedy. Kennedy, a 6'1", 185-pound left-hander from Fredericksburg, Virginia, facing Preston Palmero from the state of Texas. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up behind the plate. Zagunis has a play, calls, makes a catch, 1 out. Palmero, first pitch swinging, fouls out to the catcher. That's a big out because now the Hokies can move the infield back at double play depth and get out of this inning with one ground ball, a double play. Here's Jake Armstrong, but he's been a tough out today. 2 for 3. Singles to left field in the 2nd and 4th, struck out in the 5th. Jake came into action, batting .227 today. He's raised his average 10 points so far with a 2 for 3 effort. Here's the pitch, soft, straight change is over for a strike. It's that circle change right down Broadway, and it froze Armstrong. No balls and 1 strike. Austin at 3rd, Shepard at 2nd, Fincher at 1st. 1 out here in the 7th. Kennedy fires to Armstrong. Again, another straight change over for a strike. Same pitch. So how about that for guts? Throwing 2 straight changes. Now right-hander starting to loosen for the Virginia Tech Hokies down the left field line. Kennedy peers in. A long look to his catcher, Zagunis. Back with the bases loaded, 1 out here in the 7th. 0-2 pitch coming to Armstrong. Another change, but this one's outside. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No. Says first base umpire Damian Beal. He'll be behind the plate in game 2 today. Umpires all wearing, the 2 base umpires wearing jackets. The home plate umpire, David Savage, just in short sleeves. For me, it's a little too chilly for that. Temperature in about 63 right now. But there is bright sunshine. 1-2 coming to Armstrong. Another let up. Tap back to the mound. Off the glove of Kennedy. Picks it up. Fires to first. 1 hops it. And everybody's safe. A run scores. And the Pack leads 7-4. That should have been an easy out by Kennedy. But for some reason, I guess he took his eye off the ball to check the runner. And we'll see how they score that. I would think that would be an error. That's a play that an ACC pitcher's got to make. We don't see error being flashed up on the scoreboard. Austin comes in to score. We'll see how the official score rules it. Now they put error up on the board, so it is an error. I figured it had to be. An E1. Bases still loaded. And here is Suggs taking a pitch for a ball inside. So Austin scores on that error off the bat of Armstrong. The pitcher Kennedy with the error. Moving over to third, Shepard. Fincher to second, Armstrong to first. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Suggs. He takes it, and it is apparently off the plate or a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. So Kennedy throwing nothing but junk up there, changing speeds. The third baseman Tufts on the infield grass. The first baseman Celica on the infield grass. The middle infielder is a double play depth with 1 out and the bases loaded. Here's the pitch, and a let up inside, 3-0. Young Sean Kennedy, the freshman, has nowhere to put Garrett Suggs. He's got to put something down the middle, and Suggs should get something good to hit here. Let's see what he does with his 3-0 pitch. It's low, ball 4. He walked him. That's an RBI walk for Suggs. And it is 8-4. Shepard scores on the walk. Fincher moves over to third. Armstrong moves up to second on the walk. Suggs trots down to first, and here's Trey Turner. You talk about ducks on the pond. Bases loaded for Turner, who has an RBI double in 3 previous official plate appearances today. Here's the delivery to him. Off-speed pitch over outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Usually it's Andrew Kisner driving in runs, but Turner is number 2 in the RBI department for the Pack this season. Let's see what he can do. There's a slow pitch, bounced up the middle, diving stop by Perez, flips to the shortstop, serve for 1. A relay in time, double play, bang, bang at first. And Elliot Avent can't believe it. He sprints out of the dugout. He's got the palms of his hands and the back of his head bent over, and pleading with the first base umpire, Damian Beal. He thought Turner beat that relay throw by the shortstop Surham. As it is, Turner taps into a double play and a tremendous diving stop by the second baseman Perez, who flipped to Surham to retire the runner coming from first, and then Surham's throw to first, apparently just in time to nip Turner. So Turner hits into a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning, but State is able to score twice, 2 runs, on 1 base hit, a walk, an error, and State leaves the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time here at English Field in Blacksburg with the score: State 8, Virginia Tech 4. This is Wolfpack Baseball from Learfield Sports. Let's see, is that a new pitcher? Nope, Peterson's staying in.
Yeah, he may be going to rest.
Wow.
That was incredible.
That was close at first.
What a play by Perez.
I don't know. Yeah, that was a major league play by that kid Perez, man. He dove to his right and he came up. Knew exactly what to do with it. I'm just glad we got a 4-run lead. We might need it.
Number 34,
I need to drink the water here. Brandon Hayden stands in against Eric Peterson as we begin the bottom of the 7th, and he takes the first pitch from Peterson out of the zone, ball 1. Hayden is the home run leader for Virginia Tech. He's 1 for 2 today. Swings and hits a foul ball on the ground toward the NC State dugout. I've got a couple of guys hopping before it hit the dugout fence. 1 ball and 1 strike. That was hit pretty hard, too. The ball ricocheted all the way off that fence out into right field. 1 ball and 1 strike. Left-hand batting Hayden awaits the pitch, and here's a straight change. Just missed outside 2 balls and 1 strike to Hayden. State leads by 4, but Virginia Tech's got a decent offensive club. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hayden swings and golfs it foul left side, now to play. 2-2 the count. Entering play today, Virginia Tech, if you take a look at all games, not just conference games, but all games this year, Virginia Tech was 3rd in the league in batting. Here's the pitch, a grounded foul wide of first. The top hitting teams in the ACC, Florida State at 281, Clemson at 279, and Virginia Tech at 279. So they're actually tied for second. Then Virginia at 277, Georgia Tech at 274. Here's the pitch on the 2-2. Struck him out on a pitch at the knees on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch by Eric Peterson to strike out Brendan Hayden. Well, Peterson, in his 2nd inning of work, has now retired all 4 batters he's faced. That's his first strikeout. He came in to begin the 6th, pitched a 1-2-3 inning. Now strikes out Hayden to begin the 7th, and here's Phil Soretta, the left fielder. Soretta with 2 hits and 3 trips, both of those hits off the starter, Carlos Rodon. Here's the pitch, swung on and sliced foul down the right side. Out of play. That went onto the road that's right behind English Field and down the right field line. I forget what they call that street. But you don't want to be driving your car down there too many times during a Hokies baseball game. You're liable to get one in the windshield. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The count on Soretta. So Virginia Tech's got the offensive firepower to come back in this game. That's my point in talking about that statistic. 1-1 pitch, line to right field, base hit. One out, line drive, single to right off the bat of Phil Soretta, and here's Sean Casella. Casella, pardon me. Sean Casella with a double and 3 trips today. And he's slated to be the game 2 pitcher. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. And State needs to win them both. It's that simple. Virginia Tech tied for 2nd in team batting in the ACC in all games, but last in the league in pitching. That's the Achilles heel of the Hokies. They just don't have a Carlos Rodon, and they don't have the bullpen that State has, even though State doesn't have the bullpen it had last season. Here's the pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. The count on Casella. Logan Bible due up next. 1 on, 1 out. Virginia Tech batting here in the bottom of the 7th. State leads 8-4. The pitch from Peterson. Breaking ball. Inside corner at the knees. Beautiful pitch. Strike 2. That was that slurve. The in-between curve slider from Eric Peterson. Now he sets, checks the runner. 1-2 pitch coming. Casella hits it up the middle on the ground. It's going to get through for a base hit. Back-to-back singles by Soretta and Casella. And the Hokies have something going here in the 7th. Soretta stops at 2nd. Casella aboard at 1st, and here's Logan Bible looking for his first hit today. And as we mentioned earlier, coming into the weekend, Andrew Kisner was the number 4 batter in the ACC at 340. DJ Stewart on top at 359. Brandon Lowe of Maryland next at 345. Mike Russell, the infielder for Carolina, at 343. Tyler Freaker is 5th for Clemson at 337. Mark Zaguna 6th in the ACC in batting at 332. And you got to have a minimum of playing 75% of the games and 3 plate appearances per game to get into those ACC statistics. Here's Logan Bible, right-hander against right-hander. Peterson rocks and deals, fastball down low in the high 80s. 1 ball and no strikes. They don't have the gun going here. And we've already had the internet go out in the press box, so now I know why they don't have a radar gun here at Virginia Tech. But the rest of the facility is great. I mean it. This is a pretty ballpark. And I think they've made a right decision with the AstroTurf field. Here's the pitch on the 1-0. Comebacker to Peterson. Goes to Turner at short for one. Throw to first. In time. Double play. 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. And the Hokies threatened but failed to score. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 8th. State 8, Virginia Tech 4 in Game 1 of the Twin Bill. This is State Baseball from Learfield Sports. Okay, we're only in the 7th. We got going at 2 o'clock. It's 4:50. 2 hours and 50 minutes, and we still have the 8th and the 9th to go. Mercy. What do you think about that, Dave? Yeah, you get overtime or whatever, do you? In the master control? Okay. How about Shepherd? Oh, you don't want Shepherd's RBI ground down? Okay. Okay, Ratledge, what do you have? Ratledge what? RBI 4, 2, okay. Austin home run. RBI 5th to make it 6-4. Okay. With Kevin Fosness, the media relations contact for NC State Baseball, is to my left, and Dave Jordan, our studio engineer in Jefferson City, Missouri. I'm Gary Hahn back at English Field in Blacksburg, Virginia, where it looks as though Sean Kennedy will continue on the mound for the Virginia Tech Hokies as State bats in the top half, leading 8-4. The line score, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Wolfpack. 4 runs, 10 hits, and 2 costly errors for Virginia Tech. The Virginia Tech Hokies have used 4 pitchers, Sean Kennedy being the 4th. And the Pack has so far gone with 2. Carlos Rodon went the first 5 innings. Not one of his sharper performances, but he didn't pitch all that badly. It was the delivery to Pack's leadoff man here in the 8th, Logan Ratledge. It'll be the numbers 2, 3, and 4 batters in the order to face Kennedy. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Ratledge. Rodon went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 6, threw 109 pitches, and hit 2 batters. So he wasn't the usual real sharp, razor-sharp Carlos Rodon that we've seen over the past, month and a half or so. Pitch is fouled off to the right by Ratledge, and he's in a hole. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Logan, who's looking for his 2nd hit of the game. And batting with Ratledge leading off here in the 8th. There's the pitch coming. Fastball swung on and missed. He blew it by him, and that's a strikeout for Sean Kennedy. That is the first strikeout for Kennedy. 1 out, nobody on for Andrew Kisner. Kisner's due. He reached on an infield single in the first. And that's been it so far. He's 1 for 4. Kisner's driven in at least 1 run in 8 of the last 9 games entering play today. First pitch to him misses, ball 1. And he's driven in Trey Turner 12 times in the last 9 games. Turner's not aboard right now. Ratledge, Kisner's going to have to get on his own here. Get something going in the 8th. 1-0 pitch, let up inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Nice to have you on board here from Blacksburg. Hope you'll stick around for Game 2 of the doubleheader. And again, it's this is a must-win situation. This is a make-or-break series, folks, for NC State. Here's the pitch, and it has popped up, shallow right field. Bible moving over to his right. This is a can of corn. He's under it, makes the catch. And there are 2 gone in the 8th. Here's Brett Austin. What a day he's having. I tell you what, last 2 ball games, he's just been absolutely on fire. Well, the last 8. But Austin at Radford went 3 for 4 with a home run and a career-high 4 runs batted in. That was Tuesday night. Today, he's 3 for 3 with a walk, a solo homer, and a run batted in. He scored 3 times. Here's the pitch to him, a ground ball right up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher, Kennedy, who recovers and fires him out to retire the side. Kennedy, that ball turned Kennedy every which way but loose, but he was able to finally knock it down and spin and get it and throw to first for the out. So Austin is retired for the first time today, 1-3. And that's the inning for the Pack. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's State 8, the Hokies 4. This is Wolfpack Baseball from Learfield Sports. What did they just announce on the time? They say what time they were going to be 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I would assume it's only going to be 30 minutes. I mean, this game has gone real long. All right, who's pitching for the Pack? Peterson. All right. Eric Peterson remains on the mound for the Wolfpack as we go to the bottom half of inning number 8. Peterson will be facing the numbers 8, 9, and 1 batters in this Virginia Tech 8th inning. Last weekend, Virginia Tech was able to beat Georgia Tech in one of the 3 games in that series. But the Hokies have only won 8 games the entire ACC season so far. And mostly, at least in what I've been able to observe here in this first game watching Virginia Tech, it's not due to the offense. I mean, these guys can hit the ball. It's just that they don't have the quality pitching they need right now. Their rookie head coach Patrick Mason, as they continue to recruit and get better arms in there, they're going to continue to improve. Here's Ricky Surham, the shortstop. Right-hander against right-hander. Here's Peterson's pitch on the way. It is a fastball low, 1 ball and no strikes. Surham 1 for 2 officially. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped up, foul ground toward the NC State dugout. Austin giving chase, and he runs out of room and hits the roof of the Wolfpack dugout. And out of play, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's graduation weekend here in Blacksburg, which means the population of this town has probably tripled. And then once Sunday's over and the weekend's over, it'll be back to normal again. Here's the pitch on the way, over for a strike, strike 2. Let's update the ACC scoreboard for you. Still not good news between Carolina and Miami. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Looked like a fastball right in the inside corner at the letters. And Eric Peterson strikes out Ricky Surham to begin the Hokie 8th inning. For Peterson, that is strikeout number 2. This will be the 3rd inning for Peterson working in this game. He came in after Rodon went the first 5. He's only given up 2 hits and no runs. Here is Ryan Tufts coming to the plate. Swings the first pitch and hits a chopper down the first base line. Fielded nicely by Palmero. Makes a nice throw to Peterson, the pitcher, covering for the out. And the play goes 3-1. 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is State Baseball from Learfield Sports.
Nick Howard blew a save in the 9th. First save he's blown.
Who did?
Nick Howard blew a save in the 9th. It was 5-2.
For Wake Forest?
Wake Forest scored 3 runs in the 9th. They sent it to extras.
2 up, 2 down here in the Virginia Tech 8th inning. Here's the top of the order, and Sage Jenko, the center fielder, looking for his first hit. He's wearing an 0 for 4 collar. Left-hander against the righty Peterson, who deals, and the fastball is there on the inside part of the plate at the knees for a strike. Tell you what, Peterson's done a nice job working inside and low to a lot of Hokie batters today. He's spotting that fastball very well. Here's the 0-1, another fastball, same place, strike two. ACC scoreboard, Carolina leads Miami, bottom of the 6th, 4-3. That's not good news for the Pack in the ACC picture trying to get into the tournament. And Howard has blown a save for Virginia. That doesn't happen often. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled off to the left and out of play. 0-2 the count on Sage Genco. 2 out, nobody on here in the Hokie 8th. State leads 8-4. So Wake Forest came back with 3 in the 9th. Now in the top of the 10th, Virginia and Wake Forest tied at 5. Would be better for State if Virginia would win that game. Here's the 0-2. Fastball inside, 1-2. So it would be better to have Miami and Virginia win those 2 games as far as State's concerned and trying to get in the ACC tournament, but not the case right now. 1-2 pitch. Slurve just misses on a back door on the outside corner to Genco, and the count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's Peterson with a 2-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Peterson. 3 up, 3 down for the Hokies. We go to the bottom of the 8th. State 8, Virginia Tech 4 in game 1 of the Twin Bill. This is Wolfpack Baseball from Learfield Sports.
Around the conference.
Well, okay, top of the 9. We are. You're right.
5-5 top 10.
Not clutch
Virginia,
there. I made
Wake
a
Forest.
mistake.
Howard blew a save in the 9th.
Okay.
UNC is up 4-3.
What now?
That's bottom 4th. Fred Austin State. That's
Oh, okay. You're
that's
talking
bottom
to somebody
6.
out there.
Hadn't started.
All right, I got you. We go to the top of the 9th. Schmutty. Billy's baseball, Schmutty.
Everything else starts at 5:30. 5:30, more action. The rest of the game.
Yeah, let's take an extra break just so we can do a wrap up. Well, my mistake. I said bottom of the 8th. We just finished the bottom of the 8th. We're going to the top of the 9th here in Blacksburg, with State leading 8-4 and looking for maybe an insurance run or two as Chad Shepard will lead it off against freshman right-hander Sean Kennedy, who retired the Pack in order in the 8th. This will be a right-hander against right-hander matchup, and all of a sudden we've got heavy cloud cover and it's getting dark here in Blacksburg. Wow. Just changed like that. And out to the west, I believe that's the west, we've got some Major League dark clouds coming this way.
I'll get you weather.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball and 1 strike, and the temperature is dropping as well. So it could be interesting for game 2 of this Twin Bill. We got to get game 1 finished first. Here's the 1-1. Shepard takes it on the outside corner at the knees for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chance Shepard. Chance has scored twice today. He has doubled, walked, grounded out, and lined out. Here's the pitch outside and low on a breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Chance Shepard has now scored at least 1 run in 5 of his last 7 games. Pitch outside, 3-2. Tried another breaking ball to Kennedy and missed the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No wind-up delivery is hit in the air, right side. It'll get out of play on the grass area. The grass area is down both the first base side and third base side, but the first base side is just total grass. The third base side is much more ornamental. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Down the left side, they've got those walls that you can sit on that are about 5 to 7 feet apart that continue to make their way from the bottom of the bank all the way to the top. And they've got about 15 of them. And in between, there's room for a lawn chair if you want to do that. Just a nice area. So Shepard is on board with his second hit of the game. Here's Fincher squaring to butt, takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Man, that weather is looking ominous. I don't know, Cav, if you got weather radar that you can pull up and see if there's something there. There's supposed to be no rain in the forecast today, but who knows? The weather can change. That's why the weather forecasters are not always 100% accurate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bunted down the third base line. Fair ball. Tufts will have to barehand and throw, and got him! Holy cow, I can't believe it. A major league play by Virginia Tech third baseman Ryan Tufts. Off balance, he had to reach down and in one motion grab that bunt off the bat of Fincher and throw to first in one motion. Fincher runs well. He got him by a whisker. And moving down to second on the play is Chance Shepard. So Fincher grounds out on a bunt, 5-3, but what a play by Tufts. That was put that one on the Hokies highlight reel for the year on defense. Here's Preston Palmeiro. He's due. The right-hander deals, and he lines one up the middle on the first pitch for a base hit. Shepard's going to have to stop at third. He clutched for a minute, not sure whether that ball would get through or not. And so Palmeiro, with his first hit of the game, he took that first pitch and just rammed it up the middle for a base hit. Nice line drive at bat by Palmeiro, who's at first. Shepard is at third. Runners on the corners, one out for Jake Armstrong. Jake's had a nice day so far. 2 for 4. Scored a run. Now they're turning the lights on here at English Field. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I mean, it's getting dark, folks. And Cam, what do weather radar say?
Little scattered stuff.
Yeah, it looks like some scattered stuff coming.
It says there's
but it may
chance
pass us.
30% chance of showers early now.
30% chance of showers early in the evening. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball over for a strike on the outside corner. And we see a couple of small cells that are heading, one cell kind of heading this way, and then some stuff behind it, but there's a break of about, what, maybe an hour between what we could get and then more rain.
Play through some rain.
But first, we got to get this one finished. Here's the 0-1. Then we'll go to game 2 of the doubleheader. It's a sweeping slider outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 8 runs on 13 hits, no errors for State. 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for Virginia Tech. We're in the top of the 9th. State batting with 2 on and 1 out. Runners on the corners. Sean Kennedy facing Jake Armstrong. Right-hander against right-hander. Throw to first and diving back in safely is Preston Palmeiro. Palmeiro runs okay. And speed at third. Here's another breaking ball, low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Kennedy feeding Armstrong nothing but breaking balls, just slider after slider on the outside part of the plate, hoping that Jake will go after one, hit it on the ground. Hokies looking for a double play ball to get out of the inning. They've turned 2 double plays so far today. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a changed breaking ball. And the count 2-2 now on Jake Armstrong. And the wind now blowing. It was blowing out strong from home plate to center field. Now it's blowing out strong from home plate to left field. So the wind has changed direction as that cell comes from the west. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. Hit on the ground, foul. And the head coach of the Pack, Elliot Abed, will pop out of the dugout, pick up the baseball, and throw it all the way across to the Hokies dugout. 2-2, the count. Shepard at third, Palmeiro at first. 1 out here in the 9th. The pitch. Swung on and missed. A high heater. He finally came in with a fastball, and Armstrong couldn't catch up with it. That's the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 15, Garrett.
Palmeiro remains at first, Shepard at third, and with Palmeiro singled just a batter ago, every hitter in the lineup has at least 1 hit today for the Pack. Armstrong strikes out. That's Kennedy's 2nd strikeout of the game. Runners still at the corners, and here's Garrett Suggs, the rookie left-hand batting right fielder for the Pack. His last time up, he walked with the bases loaded, knocking in a run. He is 1 for 3 officially in this game and has raised his batting average to .202 in doing so. Takes ball 1. Kennedy working quickly. Here's the pitch. Fastball got the inside corner at the knees. I'll tell you what, both Peterson and Kennedy have been able to work that inside corner at the knees very well. We've got a left-hander and a right-hander warming up for Virginia Tech in the left field bullpen, and I believe that some activity has just ceased in the Wolfpack bullpen behind the right field wall. And I wasn't on the ball enough to look down there a while ago to see who was loosening. These Mercury lights are almost coming up to full bore here at English Field as the sky continues to darken. And now it's spitting a little bit of rain. Few raindrops are falling here at English Field. Just light rain. 1-1 pitch coming. Swung on, hit in the air towards shallow left field. Here comes Soretta. Can't get to it. It drops in for a base hit. Gets his second hit of the game, a bloop single to left.
Batting the shortstop, number 8, Trey Turner.
And that will plate Shepard from third, and it is 9-4. So Suggs with his second run batted in. A looper. Shepard scores easily from third. 9-4 Wolfpack. Palmero moved up to second on the play. Suggs at first. Here's Trey Turner. Turner swings the first pitch and hits it toward the right center field gap. Moving over. Jenko makes a running catch, and that's the inning. I thought that ball was going to get down, but it didn't. Turner lines out to the center fielder, Jenko, in right center to end the inning. But the Pack gets another insurance run on an RBI single with 2 outs off the bat of Garrett Suggs. 1 run on 3 hits in the inning. There were no errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's State 9, Virginia Tech 4. This is Wolfpack Baseball from Lyric Field Sports. All right, let's knock them out 1, 2, 3 here. Perez, Zagunis, and Hayden, 3 best batters that got the order. No luck there. Let's see, is this still Peters? Right?
Yes. Yes,
yeah, it is. Okay. Somebody was loosening up in our bullpen and then sat down. I don't know who it was. Yeah. Bottom of the 9th, I'll just take 1 break, which would be that extra break. Then I'll come back and we'll go through everything. And hopefully by then, Cab will have some kind of time as to when
they just said shortly again.
What's that?
They just said shortly again. So.
It'd be short?
Shortly. I'm saying 30 minutes.
Okay, they're saying shortly. They got no idea.
I don't have to do anything with the infield, so we can be quick.
Gary Hahn back at English Field where skies are darkening and the raindrops are starting to fall, light rain, as the Hokies come to bat here in the 9th against Eric Peterson. State with a 5-run lead. And it's the number 2, 3, and 4 batters meet at the order to face Eric Peterson, who fires the first pitch to Alec Perez. And Perez takes it, ball 1. Peterson winds, deals a 1-0. Fastball just a bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. That's the last thing Eric Peterson wanted to do was fall behind the first man here in the 9th. Hokies are down to their last 3 outs. They trail by 5. Pitch on the way, over for a strike. Just a fastball, get me over fastball, and Peterson did. 2-1 to count. Temperature dropping like a rock here in Blacksburg. I have to put the coat on. Swinging, fly ball down the left field line. Armstrong giving chase. It's pretty deep, and he makes a running catch just before he got to the warning track. Reached up high, a running catch by Armstrong on that fly ball, hit hard down the left field line off the bat of Alex Perez. So Perez flies to Armstrong, a nice play by Jake Armstrong in left field. And there's 1 out in the Hokie 9th. That'll bring up catcher Mark Zagunis. He takes the first pitch from Peterson, an off-speed delivery, a breaking ball, the slurve, and it gets the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Light rain falling here in Blacksburg. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just misses low on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. 9 runs on 14 hits, no errors for the Pack. 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for Virginia Tech. Here's the pitch way outside with a fastball at 90 miles an hour. 2 balls and I'm just hoping we can get that second game in. Although weather radar looks pretty favorable. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a high heater up and in to Zagunis. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zagunis, one of the best 3 hitters in the Hokie lineup, along with Hayden being their power guy. Peterson winds and deals the 2-2. The pitch just a little bit low with a fastball. 3-2. Levant Peterson, I'm going to get this pitch over. Zagunis is going to have to earn his way on. I'm not going to walk it. Not with a 5-run lead. 3-2 pitch coming. Fastball wrapped up the middle to his left. Turner makes a diving, sliding grab and then throws the ball away. But Austin backs up on the play. But nobody was covering first base, and Austin runs it back to the bag as he runs Zagunis back to the bag. So Trey Turner play, moving to his left. He got a hold of the ball that was bouncing up the middle. Then went down to one knee and sort of pivoted and slid and then threw, but his throw was way off line toward the home plate side at first. Fortunately, the catcher, Austin, was backing up, and one hop to Austin, and they were going to try to get Zagunis off first base, but there was nobody covering. Everybody went for the ball that they thought would be into the NC State dugout. So Zagunis is aboard with a base hit. First pitch swinging is Hayden, and he taps it to the first baseman, Preston Palmero, who throws a strike to Peterson covering. Zagunis moves up to second, and there are 2 outs. So Zagunis moves to second on that ground down by Brendan Hayden, who was first pitch swinging there. I'm not sure why he did that. The last hope for the Hokies. Last play went 3-1 if you're scoring. Here's Soretta with 3 hits and 4 trips. He's worn out. Wolfpack pitching today. Got 2 of them off of Carlos Rodon and another off of Peterson. Right-hander against right-hander. Runner leads off second. The pitch. He buzzes him inside with a fastball. Ball 1. Pack still has the 5-run lead, but the Hokies have Zagunis in scoring position here with 2 out in the 9th. We will take a break, stations, after this bottom of the 9th and be back to recap this first game. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner of the knees. I'll tell you, Peterson has done a great job spotting that fastball right at the knees on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Phil Soretta. Peterson sets the pitch. Buzzes him inside with a 2 balls and 1 strike. Now it looks like the light rain has stopped now, but it keeps getting darker by the minute here at English Field. This was such a beautiful day when we started this game. 2-1 pitch coming to Soretta. There's the slurve outside corner. He got it over for a strike. 2-2. Eric Peterson pitching very well since coming on in the 6th inning. He's given up only 3 hits and no runs so far, and hasn't walked anybody, and has struck out 3. Right-hander against right-hander, pitch to Soretta. He tries the fastball inside again at the knees. This time he misses inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. No activity in the Wolfpack bullpen. It's Peterson or bust. And he's only got to get 1 more out, and the Pack wins game 1 of this doubleheader in a must-win situation at English Field. Peterson sets. 3-2 pitch coming. Let up is fouled at the plate. He barely got a piece of that one, did Soretta. And Austin couldn't hold it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Approaching 5:20 Eastern Time. We want to give you stations a Chance to let you know when we'll be coming back on the air after the wrap-up show. We'll leave you and then come back for the second game of the doubleheader. 3-2 pitch, wrap toward the shortstop Turner. Big hop, long throw, got him, and that's the ball game. So the Hokies go down here in the ninth. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one left. State wins game one of the doubleheader 9-4. Back to wrap it up when we come back on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
9 runs on 14 hits, no errors,
Okay.
2 runs on base. Wolfpack leads the overall record to 31-21 on the season and 12-16 in the ACC. The Hokies finished with 4 runs on 11 hits, with 2 errors and left 10 runs on base. The Hokies lead their overall record to 20-31 and 20 in the ACC.
3-2 is 5, 6, 7.
Lewis left. We went to base runners. They left.
3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
They left 10. Winning pitcher is Rodon, right?
Peterson picked up his third single.
Yep.
Leading pitcher for the Hokies was Brad Martin.
Rodon improves to 6 and 7, right? Losing pitcher Markey. 2 and 8. Save for Peterson.
Save for Peterson, yep.